Sharks are such an important part of a healthy ocean. The perception of sharks can often be misguided because of films like Jaws. People get the wrong idea about sharks. They're apex predators, so they help keep the oceans clean, so they're really super important. The Victorian Fisheries Authority is responsible for managing fisheries in a sustainable, responsible way. We also manage shark hazards. Community safety is a massive part of my job.
Sharks are present right throughout our oceans. We're very conscious that they can turn up in any location. Typically, sharks are sighted by the frequent water users such as surfers or swimmers, can also be surf lifesavers and of course fisheries officers that are out and about, particularly over summer. Today we're launching our local fisheries vessel. If a heightened risk situation is present, we would launch a vessel. There may also be a helicopter deployed, and we'd monitor the area for shark activity.
I love sharks and I love being out on the ocean. People should be mindful when they enter the ocean. You're entering into the shark's home, but it's up to each person to make a judgment on when they enter the water. Nationally across Australia there's about 1 fatality per year, and we haven't had a fatality in Victoria in 30 years. We're doing an exercise looking for sharks. This is what we would do in a heightened risk situation. Fisheries would deploy a boat and possibly a helicopter to try and find the shark. We're looking for a dark shadow under the water, quite a large one.
When we do see them in the water, initially we just identify the outline and then move in for a closer look to confirm if it is a sighting, and if so, what the size, species and risk might be, and proceed accordingly.
We work with Lifesaving Victoria to help keep the community safe. If you swim between the flags, you'll always know that there'll be somebody out there watching and making sure that you're safe in the water.
The safest way to enjoy the water in Victoria especially is to swim with a buddy, surf with a buddy, dive with a buddy. Not only is it probably more enjoyable, but it also means that you've got someone to look out for you if things don't go to plan. If you are down the beach and you're keeping an eye out on the surroundings and you do notice unusual behaviour from other wildlife such as birds or fish or something of that nature, keep in mind what might be happening there, because they could be an indication that a shark is in the area. It is important that everyone stays up to date with the latest information, and if there is a shark sighting, that everyone follows the directions of lifesavers as best as they can. There will be an alarm sounded, and if people do hear that alarm, that is an evacuation alarm, and we encourage people to make their way out of the water calmly, but as quickly as they possibly can.
We encourage people to avoid areas of high risk, such as areas where food or animal waste enters the water, where fishing waste is disposed of, or where sharks' natural food sources occur, such as seals. We certainly recommend that the public download the Vic Emergency app. That has all the information the public needs to be kept up to date. They will be informed whenever there is a sighting in Victoria that's considered dangerous.
It's definitely important for people to have respect for marine life, and especially sharks. I mean, they're the top predator in the ocean and they keep all the fisheries and the marine life in check. I'm not scared of sharks. I've been diving with them for a very long time, and I think they're amazing animals and amazing to see underwater.
The risk of shark attack in Victoria is very low, so we encourage people to use the oceans as they always have, but make sure you stay informed.
To find out more, go to vfa.vic.gov.au/shark-smart.